Hi everyone, it's your girl Cassette. Thank you for joining me in another video. Today I want to talk to you about some of the ways and some of the resources that I use to teach my children how to count. So let's get into it. I use some videos, charts, like these. We as human are visual people. We learn visually, and likewise our children. For clarity, we prefer to have visuality. Children like to touch, they like to feel, and with their eyes, they trust their eyes, so they'd like tangibility. So thus the chart. With the chart, it teaches it's a printout from 1 to 100. So it teaches them the sequence of the number, like, okay, from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So before 6, it's 5. Before 5, it's 4. Before 4, it's 3, and so on. After 5, it's 6. After 6, it's 7. After 7, it's 8, and so on. They know what on the chart helps them to identify what the number looks like, how the number is formed, and they can copy the number from the chart also. I pick up a few of these, some building blocks, but they also have numbers on them. So these are some of the ways I use these to play, like play games with them. The child use them to identify what the number looks like. They get to play a game like choose the number to identify the number. This is a little game I pick up also. It's a number chart. So the child will learn where to put the number. So this would be the first number, which is number 1. What would come after? So after number 1 comes number 2. And then the child will have to put them in the correct order. After number 2 comes number 3. You get the picture. Mine is made out of cardboard and marker. You can make yours with whatever you want to. While teaching numbers, I introduced another chart. This chart teaches the child not only to identify numbers, but also to identify the word. With this, you can use it to play spellings, as well as just to link the number with the name of the word, with the name of the number. So here I have another chart. With this chart, it teaches the child numerical signs. So with numbers, when you're teaching numbers, you're going to go to either addition, subtraction, multiplication, or division. These rules of math follow us throughout our lifetime. So you want your children to be fluent in addition, multiplication, subtraction, and division. With addition, you also want to teach subtraction. Addition and subtraction goes hand in hand. They complement each other. They're the opposite of each other. So if it's not addition, then it's subtraction. When you teach them together, the child learn better, it blend better for them, give them a better understanding. Subtraction goes with division. Likewise, as I just said before, subtraction goes with addition. Likewise, multiplication goes with division. It's the reverse of each other. So when the child learns in part to say 2 multiplied by 2, it's 4. 2 divided by 2 is 1. It's the reverse of each other. Then it makes it more clearer to the child. And then it cements a foundation for mathematics, that when they go up further in math, says they learn their timetable or they get a difficult equation, it is cemented in their mind. It's a ladder, step up. So if they to fall down, they won't fall too far, but they will get a better understanding. For instance, for me, I struggled in school at one point in my life. I flourished at first in math until I reached up to about 9th grade because my foundation was shaky. Some of my timetable I did not got down cemented as I should have. And because of that, when I get to certain point in schooling, it becomes real difficult for me to understand. So with multiplication, division, addition, when it comes to numbers, you want your children to be cemented. You want them to be fluent in these. So after your child learns to count from 1 to 100 by 1, by 2, by 5, by 10. Why? You want them to learn to count to 100 by 2, by 5, by 10. It builds that foundation for multiplication. When they get there, multiplication becomes a bit easier for them to retain. So after your child learned to count fluently by 1 to 100, by 2 to 100, by 5 to 100, by 10 to 100, then you move on to multiplication. You teach them to multiply. Let them mentally learn how to multiply. Let them memorize how to multiply before they start looking at a chart. When they memorize it mentally, can say it by without even practically thinking about it, then you know they have it fluently down, and then you know you can move on to something else. Memorize it. Then you started giving them equation to write on paper. And if as a parent, sometimes we doubt ourselves, sometimes we feel that we're not up to the task to help our children, but learn alongside with your children. That's an opportunity for you to learn. I did that. I learned alongside my daughter, and it was a rewarding experience. So, for instance, you can't say your timetable as how you're supposed to. Learn alongside. Make sure that you have technology is vast. So there's no excuse. Learn alongside to make sure that your child is progressing. And by your child progressing, that's your investment, and you'll progress just the same. Have a good one. If this video was useful in any way, if you have gotten any value from it, please like and share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, that when I drop a video, you can see it. Have a good one, and thank you for watching. Bye.